Grown Man Podcast, man. Podcast. It's a real good podcast. I feel the energy in it, guys. Come on with it, man. What happened? What's going on, little man? Okay. We are God.
That's what we gonna lead up eternal. In the hearts and minds of us, according to what we do while we here. That's everlasting life.
Anytime you want the information, you can bend it all you want. You ain't gotta get it to them. You get it to how you want to get it to them. So that's what they did.
It's all about your spirit, which is the five senses, your taste, your hearing, your taste, your sight, smell, all that. That's part of the spirit, okay? And then if you get your mind right, you have to know how to have your mind focused, like our brothers are saying. You have to think right in order to try to be right.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
because your thoughts, what it does, it transforms your emotional state. Out of that emotional state, you can do whatever. Some people get mad and go do some things, and then they think about, I should have did.
Man, that's so serious.
Yeah.
It's like I'm in school right now with you, King, my brothers, my classmates, my heart, you know what I'm saying, my soldiers. So that's all it is. So that's what Brother Cypher said. Everything I said, but he put it in layman's term, and I said, thank you, Brother Cypher. Say it, brother. Because that's what we need. It's Grown Man Podcast, baby. That's what we need, bro.
Yeah, pretty much the same conclusion from different walks of life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, God, yeah.
You know, and we bring a different, element to the scene. You know, that's why we rock and roll together. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
absolutely.
That our children are our link to the future, and they must be nurtured, respected, loved, protected, and educated.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Where we at? Yeah, bro. That's real.
Grown Man Podcast, y'all.
Come on, let's get this.
Come on, let's get this. We the realest show. Grown Man Podcast. When you need to know. Grown Man Podcast. We the realest show. Grown Man Podcast. When you need to know. Here Ministries and Almond Raw Productions presents Grown Men Podcast. And I'm your host, another chance with my co-host in the building, MJB, the God of Shaw, and my brother Free Cypher Allah. On this platform, we're going to politic about life's current events, family, real men, and knowledge, baby. So get ready, because in this hour is where we give you the tools to succeed for tomorrow. Grown Men Podcast. Let's go. We the realest show. Grown Men Podcast. When you need to know. Grown Men Podcast. Welcome, and welcome. God bless you all. You are now tuned in to Grown Men Podcast. Real men, real issues with real solutions. Thank you so much for joining us. This is season 2. Episode 25, and we only got five more to go. God has been so awesome. We are grateful to be here, and we are grateful for you to join us along this journey. If I may be so kind to introduce my co-host in the building, we got Free Cypher Allah all the way from the nations of gods and earth. What's going on, big bro?
Peace indeed, the black man is God.
Yes, sir. What's going on with you, brother? We also got Yes, sir. We also got my main man, G. Rick, all the way out from California. What's going on coming out of the corner, man?
Oh, man, I'm chilling. I want to say what's happening to my boys on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Everything, man. It's another sunny day out here in the California area. You know what I'm talking about? Good show, man. How y'all week moving?
Yes.
Hot.
Week was good.
Good show.
Yeah, very hot. Very hot here in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah,
very hot.
It's just like out here in California. Don't get it twisted. Only thing, it ain't sticky.
Yeah, we ain't sticky either. We ain't sticky either. You know, we got right. We got right material. We got right material. You see that? Ain't nothing sticking over here.
Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah,
I feel you. The same material.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
yes.
the humidity is just different, man. You know what I'm saying? It's hot out here, but Florida's different kind of hot. All right, this I know.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
it is. Just like Phoenix, just like Cali, it's a different kind of hot. But the hot is hot, man, and it's hot,
Yeah.
definitely. We making it through though. It's been all right week. We
Yeah.
all blessed, man. We can't complain, man. We can't
Yeah.
complain at all.
Keep that AC going. You all right?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, y'all know what tonight is about. I'm gonna go ahead and tonight is about we're talking about Molly. We decided to bring this to the platform. It is a form of drug. It's an old drug with a new name.
Oh, I thought y'all was talking about a girl named Miley. Okay, I'll go back.
It's an old drug with a new name, but you know we'll go into that. We'll go into that. But we thought it was sufficient enough to bring it up because a lot of our family, a lot of our friends are getting lost into that game, and we wanted to be alert and see if we can make some type of change, some type of indention, and that was the cause of this episode, the Molly epidemic in Orlando, Florida. We got a couple things to go over, man. But shout out to MJB, real quick announcements. If you fellas want to give a quick shout out before we move on, shout out to MJB. Shout out to everybody that came out to the book bag giveaway, guys. We had over 150 people out there. It was a blessing to see all those kids' faces, man. I thank you so much to my performers, Noelle. Thank you so much for coming out, Mr. Corbett. Thank you, Shanika Sharon Rose. Thank you, my sister Nicole, many missionaries. All my family. It was so many family out there. It was just a lot of love out there, man. It was wonderful. You know, so keep doing it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm glad y'all was able to get it off, man, and have it, you know what I'm saying?
Shouts out to Jen Well for your donation and your contribution. We love you. We love your heart. We need more supporting hearts, man. We need more supporting hearts. If all minds and hearts are clear, we'll dive into this.
Shout out to Level Up. Shout out to Level Up for showing up.
Yeah. Shout out to Tracy. Shout out to Tracy. Level Up for showing up. Yeah, we appreciate that. Shout out. Absolutely.
Yeah, I know y'all had helping them kids, man. That was good, man. I know you had a good time out there.
It was a real good spirit out there, gangster. Real good spirit, man. We had performance. Mr. Corbett had all the kids on the stage, man. It was a blessing. It was beautiful. You guys gonna see the video. We got it coming. You already know. We got it coming. You already know, man. It was a beautiful thing. Shouts out to the performers, man. We're gonna keep it moving if all minds and hearts are clear and dive into this epidemic.
Yeah.
That, some call Molly.
I'll be waiting to catch somebody with suicide anyway.
Oh, this nigga right here off that money thing. Look at him. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, bud? Leaner.
It did not work. I don't know what.
Today's current events.
Take a look at this. You're looking at a fairly new and dangerous designer drug, and it's made its way onto the streets of Northeast Florida.
It's being sold on the street as cocaine. It's being sold as MDMA, as ecstasy.
It's a synthetic drug that can cause adverse health effects.
According to the Drug Enforcement Administration, it's popping up at night spots. News4JAX IT reporter Eric Avenyan covers DEA investigations, and he's joining us live with more on this new drug threat. Eric?
Yes, the new drug is called N,N-dimethylpentylone hydrochloride, and it is categorized as a cathinone. Now, a cathinone is a natural stimulant that comes from a plant, but this particular drug is something different. That is because it is a synthetic cathinone, meaning it is a concoction of dangerous chemicals. Drinks, music, and casual conversation. Just another fun night out on the town.
We're seeing it in those areas.
But according to Jacksonville DEA Assistant Special Agent in Charge Mike Dubett, area nightclubs and bars are where law enforcement is finding a younger generation of people in possession of a new drug called N,N-dimethylpentylone hydrochloride, a narcotic that people are buying in chunks and then cutting into powder to snort, inject, or smoke.
It's very cheap. It's about $150 to $200 an ounce. It's an alternative that people are turning to just because of the price and the effects that they're getting from it.
Those effects include an increase in energy and euphoria, similar to the effects of other narcotic stimulants. In fact, Dubett says the drug is often sold as cocaine, MDMA, and ecstasy.
So people are buying what they believe is cocaine, or people are buying what they believe is ecstasy, when in fact it is this chemical that's similar effects, but could be a little more intense and more dangerous.
Because N,N-dimethylpentylone hydrochloride creates those similar effects, law enforcement says it also has the potential to deliver the same negative side effects, which include high blood pressure, rapid heart rate, hypothermia, hallucinations, dehydration, loss of consciousness, and death. Very little is still known about the drug. It was first detected in Sweden in 2014. Then 7 years later, it showed up in a U.S. toxicology report. Agent Dubett says 12 months ago, the drug started showing up in the Jacksonville metropolitan area. He says since then, there has been an uptick in activity involving N,N-dimethylpentylone hydrochloride.
State, local, and federal government is aware of it and trying to go after the people that are responsible for distributing this thing on our street.
Several days ago, 70 pounds or 32 kilos of N,N-dimethylpentylone hydrochloride was seized by U.S. Customs Border and Protection agents at Dulles International Airport. Agents say 2 boxes of the drug were sent from China and were listed on the manifest as beauty products. They were destined for an address in Washington, D.C. It's unclear if the people in China who shipped these drugs to D.C. are the same people responsible for supplying the same drugs to Northeast Florida.
Shouts out to Channel 4 for that video. So that I played that specific video, guys, for one specific fact. You don't know what you're getting when you buying what you think you're buying. You think you're buying Molly, or you think you're buying cocaine, or whatever you think you're buying. You don't know what you're getting. You're not a scientist. You bought that from a street scientist who's concocted anything he or she want in that to make a profit.
Yeah.
And then sell it off to you. So you can purchase this and you could possibly die. Now, I want to show y'all something real quick. Let me show y'all something real quick. Now, I didn't know this. But check this out, man. Look at this. Let me share something with y'all if I can.
I wish you would.
So you see that penny right there?
Nuh-uh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see that penny.
You see the penny right there? Okay, look what's next to it. That size amount, that little size amount is kind of like, a lot of y'all can't really see it, but if you blow it up on your phone, your computer, your television, whatever you're watching it on, that's very, very small. That amount is a little bit of fentanyl. That's the amount of fentanyl it takes to kill an adult. That little bit you see right there, that is about, that's a lot smaller than a penny, okay? That's very, very small. It's nothing, man. And I didn't know it was just that small amount it takes. And that could take you out the game, man. You know?
Well, I mean, if that's true, then that must not be fitting on what they mixing in with everything. Because I'm sure they're mixing in a little bit more than that of my right there.
That amount is a lethal dose for most people.
Yeah.
Fentanyl is a deadly synthetic opioid that has been found in all types of drugs: heroin, meth, ecstasy, Molly, even marijuana.
Yeah, they put that junk in everything, man. There's a bunch of them cats be dying out here, man. A bunch of them cats be dying out here, man. I'm talking about 2, 3 a week on that fentanyl.
We got more videos to go through or what? We want to hit all of them at the same time, you know.
Okay, if all mine are hard, we're going to keep it moving.
Yeah, please. Let's get these videos on.
It has a common girl's name, but the effects can be very dangerous. A drug called Molly is causing a serious concern all around Tampa Bay. Eric Waxler has more on what the drug is and what parents need to know.
The only thing I can classify it as is dangerous.
It's mentioned in rap songs. Madonna glamorized it on stage.
How many people in this crowd have seen Molly?
And people are even posting videos on YouTube showing its effects. Experts say Molly is a pure form of MDMA or ecstasy that's making its way from places like Los Angeles and Miami to right here in Tampa Bay.
Over the past few months, we've made numerous large seizures of this stuff.
The drug is often used by teens and those in their early 20s at parties and clubs, and it seems to be carrying with it the reputation that it's safe to use. But Chrissy Paris with the Alliance for Substance Abuse Prevention in Pasco County says that's false hype.
We know that it has some serious effects in the brain, causing potential for high blood pressure, dehydration, and people feel that euphoric effect of speed and that they can go on for a long time.
The drug is usually in a white powder form and then put in gel caps where it's hard to know what's really inside.
If that dose amount happens to be too big, then those effects could be catastrophic to somebody.
And we've brought it up, at all of our presentations in the community to make sure that people are aware of it and aware that it is called Molly and it's not your child's friend named Molly.
It's illegal to sell or buy it. Molly is in the same category as heroin and LSD, and experts say no matter what you hear about it, the danger is real. Eric Waxler, ABC Action News.
Absolutely. That's absolutely right. And shouts out to ABC News for that video and coverage. But absolutely, man, a lot of people don't know what it is, man. They think it's a cool drug. It's something cool to do, man. And they get addicted to it, man. But it's long-term effects to this drug, man.
Yeah, man, it's crazy how fast they jumped on it too, man. Like they was, what I mean? I'll be 100% honest with you, what I'm saying? I mean, the drug, it's amazing how fast it took over, basically. I mean, it's an epidemic now for real, because people dying, you know what I'm saying, and they thinking they're taking this, but it's got a little of that other stuff in it, and you just gotta be careful what you do, man. And I don't understand the concept of being, if one of the consequences is, one of the side effects is possibly dying, then I don't think it's not nothing that's gonna want to make me try that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, one of the side effects is death. That's right. Yeah, that's a possible side effect.
I love living, man. You know what I'm saying? You smoke this cigarette or you're gonna die. I can't smoke no more cigarettes. I can't. But if I smoke another cigarette,
I got ex-co-workers, ex-friends, ex-family members. You know, I mean, not ex-family members, but I know plenty of people that's been involved in this drug, man, and it's sad, bro. I don't see nothing good out of it. They say it's the new crack for this millennium, man. But a lot of these youths, I got some statistics that'll scare y'all, man, because a lot of the youths is dealing with this Molly, man. You think it's more of the, you know, it's a lot of the young teenagers that's dealing with this drug, man. That's sampling this drug. In 2021, 6,000 youths died from fentanyl involved in Molly. In 2021, drug deaths was second behind car accidents and incidental deaths. You know, with youth ages 14 through 23. Ages 14 through 23. So you got to keep an eye on these kids, man.
Yeah.
You got.
Hey man, I'm not just here. I ain't no expert on no specific drug. So I do mine across the board to all of them. I ain't gonna single out one drug. I mean all of them, because all of them killing them. The heroin, the cocaine, the pills, the Miley or whatever we got. They all killing them.
No doubt.
We abuse all of it, and we shit. See, we got a thing, we got a truth that we live by over here in the nation of gods and earth. And that truth is this. The only way you can master these high explosives is to not tamper with them, period. Yeah, you're gonna come across a few within this nation, few scientists within this nation that's gonna tell you, you know what I mean, that they gonna try to master to prove that wrong. So they tampering with high explosives to prove that wrong in order to master. And then when you watch these individuals, just like anybody else, they lose their mind.
Yeah.
Tampering with these high explosives. Cypher, why you call them high explosives? That's exactly what they are. TNT.
Mm-hmm.
We know in the nation of gods and earth, we know that earthquakes are caused by the Son of Man experimenting with high explosives.
Mm-hmm.
In the street, what you call your bomb? You call it a bomb. I'm gonna make me enough money to go get me a bomb so I can get out here and get me some work. Because you know it's something that's gonna blow up in your face.
In somebody else's.
And we know that these things cause earthquakes. What I mean by that, we know that I call my wife, my woman, all our women is the earth. Tampering with these high explosives will cause our earth to quake. They gonna be many a nights crying, wondering where we at, what we doing. Fiddling around with this stuff, you're gonna realize that the sun is 93 million miles away from the earth. Because if you're out here selling this stuff, they're gonna hide you. And you're gonna be gone for years. The same amount of time it take you to travel from here to the sun is just how long it's gonna take you to get up from underneath that sentence to get back to your earth. Think about this stuff, man. You're wrong on either side, whether you're using or selling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Using or selling, you're gonna find yourself in the same predicament. You're gonna get addicted. Whether you're addicted to the money or you're addicted to the so-called high.
Yeah,
and I'm sure that any of these new drugs are just like all the old drugs. Once you get that first taste and you get that first high, you just chasing it the rest of your days, throwing your money away, trying to get back that original feeling. It ain't coming back. I'm going to tell you through experience. It ain't coming back. Let it go. Forget it. And that goes for everything. I ain't going to even sit here and tell you that marijuana ain't included in that. Because you get just as aggressive. You get just as aggressive as you would being without your marijuana as you would being without your cocaine. Knowing that you ain't got enough money in your pocket to go get you a blunt. Knowing that you ain't got enough money in your pocket to go get you a sack. you gonna sit there and you gonna get mad. You gonna show your behind. You gonna argue. You gonna pick fights with somebody that you asking for some money that you know got it and ain't gonna give it to you.
All
And
of
that's
the
on
above.
everything,
All of the above.
including your marijuana.
That's
And
right.
I'm gonna tell you this here: if you is on marijuana, it's best if you grow your own, or at least know your grower, because you don't know what they put in this stuff now. Yeah, through all these years, they've been testing and couldn't find no kind of medical problems wrong with marijuana. But now in the past decade or so, they've been adding and doing little things, trying to tweak it and using different pesticides and other chemicals and stuff. You don't know what kind of effect these chemicals gonna have on you year after years of abuse, years of intaking this stuff. You don't know how this gonna affect you 5 years from now,
The
3 years from now.
long term
You see what
effect.
I'm saying? Because you
That's
ain't
right.
gonna stop. You ain't gonna just stop.
That's right.
Nobody that I know that done jumped on these drugs, no matter what they was, ain't nobody quit until it was made to quit. Meaning something catastrophic happened in their life
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
made them put it in.
Yeah.
They ain't just decide, oh
And
yeah, I'm done today.
that's the
There's
scary part.
always been something catastrophic, rather a heart attack or plenty of time.
And that's sad. That's scary. That's scary, man. That's why GMP exists. We can do whatever we can do to direct you in the right path so you don't have to go through these little things and incidents that we know of to be so true, man. And all these drugs is not good for you, man. Absolutely right on that, Si. Absolutely right on that, brother. But that's exactly why we do what we do.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
If all minds and hearts are clear.
Yeah. That's yeah.
Family and relationships. Family and relationships. We're gonna keep it moving because we got a long night and we got a great show for you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you and we appreciate you. Season 2, episode 25. Family and relationships. Again, this is why we're doing what we're doing here on the Molly Epidemic, Orlando, Florida. Love our brothers, our sisters, and our families and our loved ones, and we want us to grow and get better individually and collectively. And this is why we're doing what we're doing. So, we want each other to be better. This is why we're doing what we're doing. I think that's the whole family relationships all together, man. We're trying to be our brother's keeper. Whatever we can do. And everybody got, just like Cypher say, man. Everybody got their own. Everybody got their own thing that they do. It don't have to be a drug. It could be eating bad. It could be talking bad. Everybody got their own bad. The thing that can be pushed out can be adjusted so that they can be a better issue and a better person. And if we keep that on the forefront, right here, we can begin to make changes as we talk about it, as we grow about it, and we learn from each other. We can begin to make changes, and I think it's important. For myself, it's where I'm at. I think it's important for me to make different changes in my life so I can be better for myself and then for those around me. And that's something that I'm now taking more serious than I have been before. And it's something that I plan on standing on and being better at for me and mine. So family, take care of family, like gangsta always say. And we're going to keep it moving. Family relationships.
Peace. Family relationships. Build the morale. I'm going to stick with it. With the topic of the day, we're dealing with Molly and all the other drugs. When you got family members that's dealing with this kind of issue, this ain't the time to turn your back. I know you sometimes we done been on the raw end of the deal with our friends and family members that's out there like this. Some of them done stole from them. Some of us done loan money that was never repaid back to you. We dealt with that last week. But let me tell you something. You got to always show true love to your friends and family. Meaning, don't just be an enabler. If you know they into certain things, you need to call them out on it, not in a picking manner, but in a righteous manner. You want to pull them to the side and let them know, hey, look at here, man. You know, this ain't how we rock. This ain't how we get down. I know you better than this here. Come on. Let me show you this here. Let me give you something what's real. Something that's going to make you feel good about yourself. Because, see, I'm going to tell you something. If you sitting out here doing drugs that you got to hide from people, you ain't happy. You ain't happy at all. And anytime you're doing things that you got to keep a secret, you know you shouldn't be doing it. And in all that chatter, you really find yourself not wanting to be into it. So it's a simple solution.
Yeah.
Ask for the help and accept the help when it comes to you. Always offer the help as a family or a friend.
Yeah.
Always. Always.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah. 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 And take heed to the help, you know, take heed to the help, you know, try to understand what's being said, you know, take heed to the help. Quick tad bit, Double O, if you want to say something, but fill in that schedule, fill in that void, you know, if you're trying to change your life, if you're trying to change something up about yourself or your schedule or whatever it may be, fill in that schedule with something else, you know, fill it in with something else, you know, another study, your studies or your school or your passion or your creativity, whatever it may be, sports. Find something else. Just find something else. And I think it's something. I think that's positive that we can all use, you know, individually. Gangster.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you know, I just want, you know, sticking to the family relationship type thing. You know, I'm just, you know, family. You know, like we always say, family means everything to us. Which you know, being part of a family, what it means is you are part of something special. You know, it's wonderful. It's a blessing. It also means that you will be loved, and you have somebody to love forever in your life. You know, family is you know, it's always gonna be there for you if you let it. You know, you're gonna no family's perfect. You know, you're gonna argue and fight, even stop talking to each other from time to time. But at the end of the day, they family, and you gonna always love them, and they gonna always love you. You really ain't got no choice. Family is what it is. So I mean, even in times of despair, disagreement, you still got to realize that we rock and roll together, man. You know, and it's all about keeping your family close and uplifting each other, man. You know, that's a good thing to have. So you know, yeah, love your family, man, because that's all you're gonna get.
Absolutely. Yeah, it definitely gangster. That last bit, family, uplifting each other, man, that's so strong and important to do so, man. Take heed to that. Lift somebody else, you know, uplift them, make them feel better, because as you do so, you're doing it to yourself as well in return, man. I'll
It
take
make you feel good too. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
We do.
Absolutely, man. If all minds and hearts are clear, we'll take a quick pause for the calls and we'll be right back after these messages. As I come to this studio every Tuesday and I listen to my co-hosts, I listen to myself, I listen to Pastor, and I listen to what we're doing, it feel like I'm in school sometimes.
Hey, we all are.
It feel like I'm like, wait a minute.
We all learning something.
I'm still learning. We still learn. I'm still learning.
Every day you wake up, you better be ready to learn.
I think that's a good character to have, to still be able to learn every day,
Yeah.
still be able to grow.
Yeah, that's all we're doing.
I think that's a good character to have.
Growing, yeah.
Yeah, that's real.
Absolutely, man. If our minds and hearts are clear.
You're not gonna live in this world and like it's everything coming to you gonna be hunky dory. It's not gonna work like that. You're gonna have to have the bad to even get to the good.
That's right.
So you want to go through the bad to get the good. Because once you get the good, you got the good, and you can know how to hold it.
There
You go with the bad, and you want to go to the good first before you get the bad. Then you get the good. Now you don't know how to hold it because the bad, you're gonna do your thing then. So you I'd rather go through the bad stuff in order to get strong at it and get more power with it. And if I can hold on to something when I got something good going on, because I don't been through that road. I don't been down that road.
That's right.
I know how to just hold on to something now, because I don't seen all that stuff before. So why should I go down that road again? I'm really live good now. Y'all get this. God didn't give you money for nothing, because that's what it says. God we trust. He didn't tell you just say, well, evil. It's not evil. It's something you can do something good for yourself and your family and your wife and your son, daughter, friends, anything. But you
Thank God for the opportunity to be able to speak to you viewers and share our mind, our hearts, our life, our lessons, our spirit, our energy.
Be successful, you got to hang around successful people.
Knowing where you stand with someone before you start getting your emotions involved, I think it's critical.
We're allowing them to do it because we got misunderstanding. We ain't got no understanding of who we are.
You're free to do whatever it is that you like. Whatever it is that you want. As long as your freedom don't infringe on somebody else's freedom.
The Bible says, with all you're getting, get an understanding, which is a form of wisdom, because it helps you to navigate and to understand the do's and don'ts, the know-hows, when oppositions and opportunity present itself to you.
The more people you help, the more that it helps you. You gotta do less selfish acts. You know what I'm saying? And do more acts being for somebody else.
I've been on the block, man. I've been all the way out there, all that, man, and so you just can't. Yeah, you gotta have a better head on your shoulders than just wild out like that, man.
Wow, I appreciate you, Rick. Coming out giving that knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't nothing like real knowledge. It ain't nothing like real knowledge. A lot of people come out here and be talking about hypotheticals, things that you could actually be dealing with in that life, in this life. But when you have the real, actually intrinsic knowledge, that's value. It means something to everybody.
Yeah, we're gonna be there, man. We're gonna be able to provide for them like we want to, man. Long as we help one little young man stay out the chain gang, I feel like I did my job.
Every man is a nation. So when you help one man, you just help the nation. We gotta take that knowledge and start applying it, which is to achieve an understanding. Then we can say that I'm woke.
Welcome. This hot new segment is called Gangsta's Corner, and I'm your boy Gangsta Rick. Scroll in the podcast. Let's get it on.
Hey, man. Gangsta Rick. Welcoming you to the Gangsta's Corner, man. We on this topic about this Molly and this new epidemic. Now, it's really killing people, man. Really. People really dying, man. And to be perfectly honest, it's like I did some research. It's like 142 deaths this year already that got to deal with Molly. 142. It was like 100 the whole year last year. It was just 100 total, but they've already surpassed that by 42 more deaths. So it's growing, you know, and we got to do something to try to slow it down, man. You know, the only thing I can say is leave that junk alone, man. Just quit effing with it, man.
Nah, man, I'm doing this podcast with Twan, with my little brother.
Yeah, just let it go, man. You know what I mean? It ain't no physical addiction like the heroin where you're gonna go through some physical discomfort. The only thing gonna happen, man, is you gonna save your own life. So just if you messing with it,
Again,
it, man.
The problem is it's an addictive drug. So they get addicted and they get hooked to it fast.
I know that, man. But everything addicted though, dog. You know what I'm saying? Everything is addicted. Soda. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is, man, but that's killing you. You know what I'm saying? It's knocking you off. And then you can't maintain, man. And what sense it make if you do something on purpose that you can't maintain? I mean, come on, man. You smarter than that, man. It's us, man. You know what I'm saying? Real, we what we be, man. We gotta stand up and drink, and you gotta shake it, man. Get it off your back, my homie. Get it off your back. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, like it's killing us, man. It's killing people, man. You know,
it's killing them. It's killing them slowly. Yeah.
It ain't the only thing killing them. Everything killing them, just like everything addictive.
Yeah, for sure. I respect that.
Yeah, you gotta take that in consideration, man. Absolutely.
Well, here's the thing. We know the problem. We know what the problem is. The problem is rampant use of it, right? What's the solution? What can we do to change this besides, start where we starting off at is at an educational point. But we really got to get to the people to get them to realize that this ain't what's happening. And I'm going to give y'all a really unpopular opinion because I know that this system has targeted us with this kind of stuff. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And the unpopular opinion on this here, from me, the mind of free sight for Allah, is this here. This mess comes with integration. We done integrated everything except for the money. Mm. Meaning, this association done caused an assimilation. Our association with these people, we done started taking on their characteristics and started taking on their obsession. You see what I'm saying? When we look back at how we were before we had the integration, when it was really segregated, we thought things was rough for us. But we was one unit. We was a single unit. Now we with all this inclusive. We want everybody included. We on this no color band movement, man. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I ain't with that. I'm down with the separation. I'm down with the opposite of integration. For the simple fact, we got to separate to get ourselves right and then come back into it. We integrated with these people at a lower state of ourselves that we couldn't have no choice but to sit here and follow with the program. We got to come back away from them and get ourselves back right. And then we can finally come back amongst these people and show them and lead them into a new way of what's going on. But being up under them, coming into them, forced into their society as a nigga, because that's what you was when you was forced into their society. Mm-hmm. When you was bused to their schools, that's all you was. And guess what? You ain't changed much from then to now. At least then we wanted an education as a people. We don't even want that no more. We don't even want that no more.
Yeah.
And that's something that we gonna need. I got people my age that don't know how to read and write.
I know.
Yep.
Man, that's some sad stuff, because I know education was free. Education was something that everybody that I know, we at least wanted to go to school for lunch. Yep. You're going to learn some accident just by going for that. But we got people that can't read and write. And I ain't just talking about my age group. I'm talking about people 20 years younger than me.
Yeah.
20 years younger than me and still can't read and write.
That's another
But you done came up through the school system.
Yeah.
Man, we got to get better. We got to want better. But it ain't gonna happen until we separate ourselves. I ain't saying you got to move into an all-black community, but I'm saying what you got to do is at least focus your attention to things that surround you and your people, and for the betterment of you and your people.
You gotta pay attention.
This drug thing ain't it. As far as making money off of, we done figured out and seen that ain't working out for us either. Yeah, you make a little bit of money, then let you stack it up, buy all the little things that you want, stack it up, and they gonna come and bust you in your head, take it all from you. Give you a boatload of time, take you away from your women and your children.
Set up.
Now you done left them out here. Now she turned into another woman for support because there ain't enough men out here. Huh?
It's just a message.
Yeah. They tricking you out your freedom. They tricking you out your freedom so you can leave your women and children and they gonna come and raise them for you.
Yeah.
Keep on going for it. Keep falling for it. Keep falling.
That's the way you get. That's where you get real.
Keep falling for it.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's real.
Cycle of madness.
Yeah, that's real.
Madness. I'm gonna shoot to the comments real fast to the viewers. Thank y'all so much for watching. We appreciate your energy, your love, and your support. Shouts out to Buddy B. Says shout out to GMP. Keep doing that work. Shouts out to you, Buddy B. We love you.
Hey, appreciate it, buddy.
Mo.
Peace, Buddy B.
What's going on, Mo? We love you, Mo.
That's the Buddy B I know. Buddy B, Buddy boy.
That's your Buddy B right there.
That's the original Buddy B there. No disrespect to you, Buddy B on top. And we got Mr. Gary Wells, that original GMP the very first viewer.
Yes,
Mr. Gary Wells.
Shouts out, Gary. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, partner.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and watching. We're going to keep it moving if our minds and hearts are clear, man.
Yep.
Knowledge, wisdom, understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm just jump into it and keep with the movement. Keep it going how we going. Huh?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Okay. Here we go. We've been talking about this drug epidemic and stuff and how it's affecting our community and stuff like that. But before I get into it, I want to give a real shout out to my brothers and sisters over in Montgomery, Alabama. See, I figured that we didn't tackle this before we got to this segment. But since we didn't, I got to give a shout out to these brothers. Hey, that was a job well done. I'm glad y'all went to the brother's aid when he needed y'all the most. When them people were jumping on him, I'm glad y'all stood up in the paint and came to that brother's aid. That one brother that jumped off the boat and swam to the shore, he swam to the shore to come save his brother. Yeah. Hey, that's what we like. That's what we got to do. And we got to be like that in all times. So therefore, what I'm saying is this here. It is good to defend ourselves. It is good to come to our aid. It will be even better when we start showing a little bit more patience towards one another so that we can not only defend ourselves together, we don't have to defend ourselves amongst each other. That's what we got to get to. We got to get back to self-love. It's good to see that we ain't gonna let nobody else hurt us. That was a beautiful sight to see in Montgomery, Alabama that day. And for those y'all don't know, I'm talking about them colored people that jumped on that one original man that was out there. And when I say colored people, I'm talking about none other than the Caucasian white man. Because they're the real colored people. They're the ones that change all kind of colors. We don't change colors. Matter of fact, the black man ain't even got a color. The definition of color is the refracted light. Refracted light. Definition of black is the absence of light. So if there is no light, there is no color. I'm not the colored man. You've been calling me colored for the wrong reason, long time, and that's the wrong thing. You the colored man. You the one that's blue when you're born. You're red when you get mad. You're black and blue when I get on your behind. Colored man. And that was a beautiful thing to see them brothers come and get them colored men up off that original man that day. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Peace.
yeah. For sure. All right. All right. Yeah, this knowledge and wisdom is basically I just want to give you a few words of encouragement, like if the opportunity doesn't knock, build yourself a door. You understand what I'm saying? If it don't knock, build yourself a door. Basically, make it happen, Captain. You know what I mean? You got no choice. You gotta succeed in this thing we call life. We gotta win, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta succeed, gotta move forward, and you don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. Martin Luther King said that, though. You know what I'm saying? Said you don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. Basically, you don't gotta know the way. You don't gotta know all the whole way.
Right.
But take the first step to get to where you need to be, a better person or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Get on the right foot, so to speak, man. Take that first step and live your life, man. You know what I'm saying? Get out here, see what it is, man. And like I always say, be a stand-up guy. You'll be all right. Gangster, gone, man.
Yeah.
All right, well, peace. On that note, dealing with gangster and his knowledge, wisdom, understanding, that was a beautiful thing, though, brother. We're going to deal with this first step. What is that first step? What is that first step? I'm going to tell y'all this. The first step should be get you an education. They tell you week in and week out. Find your niche and get with it. Here it is. Find out what you like to do. Go to one of these trade schools. If you're in the Orlando area, I drop a fold 7 in the comment, and I direct you to the one that you need for what you want to do. But here it is. Get that trade. Start making you some money. When you get you a trade, that's something that can never be taken from you. That's something that's going to always be with you. You're going to always know how to do what it is that you do because you learned how to do it from start to finish. Don't go halfway. Don't get 3 months in and then figure out, oh, well, I know it all, and then stop going. That ain't where it's at. You got to go from start to finish in order to know how to do a job from start to finish. You go from start to the middle, that's all you're going to know how to do is work a job from start to the middle. You ain't going to know how to close it out. You got to stay in school and learn everything, even when you think that they ain't teaching, they ain't really teaching me nothing. Some of them lessons going to be like Mr. Miyagi teaching to you. You ain't going to know until after you done learned them. Trust me. Stay in school and get it.
That repetition.
Peace.
That's that repetition, man. That's that repetition. Yeah. You got to keep it up. That's what I always keep hearing. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay positive. Stay positive with what you're doing, and keep building that schedule to be as positive as you can possibly can, man. Well, I just want to leave with you viewers tonight is that when you close your eyes and you pray, God is listening. When you open your heart and you talk, he's listening and he's working on your behalf. So I guess it goes back to the faith, as small as a mustard seed. Keep the faith and keep praying because he's listening. I love you guys. I appreciate your time and your energy tonight. We hope that you understood the message that we delivered this evening regarding this epidemic and these issues that we're dealing with as people here in America, especially here in Orlando, Florida. So take heed, talk to your family, and grow together. We love you. We appreciate you. Grown Men Podcast. We out.
Thank you.
All right, the brother gave us another. He gave us another step. He gave us another step. Here we go. He said, "Pray." That's a good step. Let me tell y'all something. When you pray, don't just leave it at the prayer. Don't just leave it at a conversation. You got to start implementing that what you praying. Because that's when the real prayer come in. When you start walking into that.
Mm-hmm.
You asking for certain things to be opened up to you, for certain things to be taken up out your life. You got to start making that walk and start doing the things to let those things be opened up to you, and also to take those things away from you. You can't sit here and pray, oh, I want to stop drinking. As soon as you say, I'm going to start drinking, pray to start drinking, you go to the liquor store and get you something to drink.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't going to happen like that. Mm-hmm. The prayer ain't falling on deaf ears. It's just you ain't doing nothing for yourself. Because I'm going to tell you this here, in all actuality, when you are praying, you're really praying to your inner self. That's who really hear you, your inner self. That's where the God within you relies at, within you. And that's who you actually praying to. So therefore, you got to sit there and actually do the work that they ain't going to tell. And he's going to help you out. Because that within you going to start coming to the surface. And once it's at the surface, you there. But you got to put in the work. It ain't going to just come to you because you asking for it. You can sit there in your kitchen, at the stove, asking for food. But if you don't never put nothing on that stove, you ain't going to never get nothing. If you don't never pop nothing in that microwave, you ain't going to get nothing. You can stand in front of it all day long. Pray, pray, pray,
That's right.
pray. You better go ahead and grab it and put it in the microwave. Make it happen. That's your prayer being answered. Everything that you want is right here for you. Everything that you need is right here for you. You just got to tap into what you got inside of you and bring it out. Drop your bucket where you at. Don't keep waiting, oh, I need this, I need that. No, you got everything you need right now. To do what? Make that first step. You ain't got to know the whole staircase. You ain't got to be able to see the whole staircase. But you got everything you need to make that first step.
So,
you already making the second step. You already doing all the praying. You've been praying for years and years and years.
That's right.
But that third step, we got knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. The knowledge is to go ahead and take that first step. The wisdom, we're going to pray about it. The understanding is the results that we getting.
That's right.
From applying the wisdom, which is the things that we praying for, we're applying the personal things that we need to do those things to achieve those goals. And then we're going to get that understanding, the result of applying the goals, applying the things that we need to achieve the goals that we're praying for. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Peace. Free Cypher Allah.
Bang, bang, Cypher. Bang, bang, boy. Straight up. Bang, bang, baby. Wow,
yes,
wow, bang, bang.
So if you didn't catch it, just rewind it. It's on YouTube, Facebook. Just rewind it. It's right there for you. You know.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody who came to watch the show because you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you decided to come kick it with the boys at GMP. And we appreciate it for real. Thank you.
That's right.
Peace to all y'all that made it. Hey, but peace to y'all as well that's on y'all way. Cause we know y'all I might not catch it live, but y'all gonna catch it later. Hey, when y'all do catch us later, drop your comments in the comment section, and we'll get back to you as well.
Yeah, we're still
That's right. That's right. We appreciate you. We appreciate your energy and your time, man. God bless you all. We love you, man. We'll see y'all next week, same place, same time. God bless you, man. Grown Men Podcast. We out.
Grown Men Podcast. Grown Men Podcast. Grown Men Podcast. Grown Men Podcast. Grown Men Podcast.